Can you imagine one of America's most beloved national parks being shut down overnight? Yellowstone National Park, home to stunning geysers and breathtaking wildlife, is now closed indefinitely. But what caused this dramatic decision? Hundreds of earthquakes have shaken the park, raising fears of a potential volcanic eruption. Let's dive into the seismic chaos and uncover the hidden dangers beneath Yellowstone's serene surface. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're covering a breaking and shocking development. President Joe Biden has announced the immediate shutdown of Yellowstone National Park. This decision comes after an alarming increase in seismic activity, with hundreds of earthquakes shaking the park in recent weeks. Join us as we explore what triggered this unprecedented move, the potential risks lurking below, and what this means for the future of Yellowstone. In an emergency meeting with top officials from the Department of the Interior and the National Park Service, President Biden decided to close Yellowstone National Park indefinitely. This move followed a dramatic rise in seismic activity that saw over 500 earthquakes within a single week. The situation reached a critical point on June 20 when a magnitude 4.6 earthquake struck near the park's western boundary, the largest quake in the area in over a decade. The immediate impact of the shutdown has been significant. Yellowstone, one of the most visited national parks in the United States, attracts millions of tourists yearly. The sudden closure has left many visitors stranded and local businesses struggling. Hotels, restaurants, and tour operators in the surrounding towns have reported a sharp decline in bookings and revenue. Park Superintendent Cam Charlie emphasized that visitor and staff safety is the top priority, as officials work around the clock to manage the situation. The Yellowstone Volcano Observatory has been closely monitoring the seismic activity. Dr. Michael Poland, the scientist in charge, noted that while Yellowstone is known for its geothermal activity, the recent increase in earthquakes is both unusual and concerning. Scientists are conducting thorough investigations to understand the underlying causes and potential risks. While a volcanic eruption is not necessarily imminent, the possibility cannot be ruled out. Yellowstone's history is rich with seismic activity. Notable events include the 1959 Hebgen Lake earthquake and the 1985 earthquake swarm, which saw over 3,000 tremors in 3 months. These historical events have provided valuable data for understanding Yellowstone's complex geology. Comparing the current activity to past events, the recent surge is unprecedented in its intensity and frequency. The park typically experiences 1,500 to 2,500 earthquakes annually, but the current numbers far exceed this average. Yellowstone sits atop a supervolcano, with a caldera formed by cataclysmic eruptions over the past 2.1 million years. The park's geothermal features, such as Old Faithful and the Grand Prismatic Spring, are driven by the heat emanating from the Yellowstone hotspot. This intense geothermal activity is both a draw for tourists and a source of scientific intrigue. As seismic activity continues, scientists are closely analyzing the potential risks associated with this phenomenon. These risks are diverse, ranging from significant earthquakes and hydrothermal explosions to the less likely, but more catastrophic, volcanic eruptions. Each of these potential events carries its own set of hazards and implications for the affected regions, making it crucial for scientists to monitor and understand the seismic activity in detail. The current situation shares similarities with past swarms of seismic activity, which provides a valuable reference point for scientists. By comparing the ongoing seismic activity with historical data, scientists can identify patterns and trends that might indicate the likelihood of certain events occurring. For instance, the frequency, magnitude, and distribution of earthquakes can offer clues about the underlying geological processes at work. Past seismic swarms have often preceded significant geological events, such as earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, so understanding these patterns is vital for predicting future activity. However, the current seismic activity also exhibits unique characteristics that distinguish it from previous swarms. These unique features suggest a potential shift in the region's seismic behavior, which could have significant implications for risk assessment and preparedness. For example, changes in the depth or location of seismic activity might indicate a movement of magma, or shifts in tectonic plates, both of which could lead to different types of geological events. Scientists are particularly interested in these anomalies as they could provide early warning signs of larger, more destructive events. Significant earthquakes are one of the primary risks associated with ongoing seismic activity. Earthquakes can cause widespread damage to infrastructure, buildings, and roads, posing a direct threat to human safety. The shaking from a major earthquake can lead to secondary hazards such as landslides, tsunamis, and ground liquefaction, which can further exacerbate the impact on affected communities. Therefore, understanding the likelihood and potential severity of earthquakes is a key focus for scientists monitoring the current seismic activity. Hydrothermal explosions are another significant risk. These explosions occur when water interacts with hot magma or volcanic rocks, causing a rapid increase in pressure that can lead to explosive eruptions. Hydrothermal explosions can be particularly dangerous because they can occur with little warning and produce powerful blasts that can project rocks and debris over large distances. The areas surrounding hydrothermal systems, such as geysers and hot springs, are especially vulnerable to these types of events. Scientists study changes in the temperature and chemical composition of hydrothermal features to detect signs of increasing pressure and potential explosions. Volcanic eruptions, though less likely, represent the most catastrophic risk associated with seismic activity. A major volcanic eruption can have devastating effects, including the release of ash clouds that can disrupt air travel, the emission of volcanic gases that can impact air quality and climate, and the flow of lava that can destroy everything in its path. The potential for volcanic eruptions necessitates continuous monitoring of volcanic activity, including gas emissions, ground deformation, and seismic activity near volcanoes. Scientists use a variety of tools, such as seismographs, GPS, and satellite imagery, to track these indicators and provide early warnings of potential eruptions. The unique characteristics of the current seismic activity suggest that the region's seismic behavior may be undergoing a shift. This shift could be driven by various factors, including changes in the Earth's crust, movements of magma, or alterations in the regional stress field. Understanding these underlying processes is critical for accurate risk assessment and effective disaster preparedness. Scientists are employing advanced modeling techniques and simulations to better understand the dynamics of the ongoing seismic activity and predict future trends. In addition to monitoring seismic activity, scientists are also engaging with local communities to enhance preparedness and resilience. Public education and awareness campaigns are crucial for ensuring that people understand the risks and know how to respond in the event of an earthquake, hydrothermal explosion, or volcanic eruption. Emergency response plans, including evacuation routes and communication strategies, are being developed and tested to ensure that communities are ready to act swiftly and effectively when needed. Furthermore, collaboration between scientists, government agencies, and international organizations is essential for sharing knowledge, resources, and expertise. This collaborative approach helps to improve the accuracy of risk assessments and ensures that response efforts are coordinated and effective. By working together, scientists can provide the most comprehensive and up-to-date information to guide decision-making and enhance public safety. In conclusion, the ongoing seismic activity presents a range of potential risks, from significant earthquakes and hydrothermal explosions to less likely but more catastrophic volcanic eruptions. While there are similarities with past seismic swarms, the unique characteristics of the current activity suggest a potential shift in the region's seismic behavior. Continuous monitoring, advanced modeling, public education, and collaborative efforts are all crucial components of an effective response to this complex and evolving situation. By closely analyzing the seismic activity and understanding the underlying geological processes, scientists can help mitigate the risks and protect communities from the potential impacts of these natural hazards. Yellowstone National Park's sudden closure is a stark reminder of the powerful and unpredictable forces of nature. While the park's future remains uncertain, the safety of visitors and staff is paramount. We will continue to monitor this developing story and provide updates as new information becomes available. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on this and other breaking news stories. Stay safe, everyone.